Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're about to watch episode 25 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. You know, I don't really have anything to say other than I want this fight to go down. I think we did enough planning in that other episode. I can't wait to see what happens, so we're just gonna jump on in. But before we do, guys, feel free to check out my YouTube memberships. They're only $1. You get early access to episodes like these and also the full reactions as well.
もしかしたら私、フリーレン様を殺せるかもしれません。じゃあ、作戦を立てようか。
I'm expecting some revealing information about Frieren with this episode. They'll probably integrate that in the solution to how we're going to be dealing with the clone. But this will be a pretty good testament for Fern to be accepted as a first-class mage. We still have to get through this and then deal with whatever happens next, I guess. So either way, Fern's really great.
エーデルさんは
ゼンゼさんの複製体に襲われて脱落しました。
Right, he was in her group.
脱出できているといいのですが。
So since they didn't take care of this clone, do they have to fight this one too?
しかし
合格者なしよりマシだ。
Alright, he's staying behind to deal with it.
情報があります。協力しませんか。
わしは初めからそのつもりだった。
Here we go. We're all working together now.
複製体に心はないんだね。
一番の問題はあの複製体とその術者の正体だ。
But we sort of have that information.
複製体を操っているのはシュピーゲルっていう神話の時代の魔物だ。
情報を持っていたわけか。道理でここまで来れたわけだ。だが、とても合理的とは思えんな。
She could have said something earlier, but
俺たちと情報を共有して協力するべきだった。
協力できるような雰囲気じゃなかったからな。
フリーレンたちは気がついたら先に行っちゃっていたしね。
right, I was gonna say that the beginning of this test started a little messy.
本体は攻撃手段を持たない脆弱な魔物だって話だ。そいつを倒せば複製体は
Oh, interesting. I was actually expecting it to have an actual humanoid form.
本体は扉の向こう側だ。だがあの扉には強力な封印が施されている。
命がけで宝物庫の扉を閉じる魔法。
This is still a pretty cool situation. Everyone's stuck because Frieden's clone is in the way. That's just how great she is.
その複製体は時間とともに最深部に集まってくるっていう習性がある。
Right, so they might still have to deal with Sensei's clone, assuming that guy didn't take care of it.
その弱点って何なの？フリーレン様、あっちの壁際に立ってもらってもいいですか？
I'm very intrigued with what this could be.
気がつきましたか？なんかわかった？
わからん。
魔法を使う瞬間にほんの一瞬だけ魔力探知が途切れている。
自覚があるのならなんで言ってくれなかったんですか？だって恥ずかしいし。
Like I said in the previous episode, this has to be a pretty vulnerable situation for her. But the other part of this situation that's really cool is it's a group of mages working together. They all kind of are cut from a similar cloth, even if they're different as people in general. Oh, what is this?
大体まとまったな。
Oh.
それじゃあアイゼンが敵を引きつけて側面から攻撃しよう。フリーレンは援護射撃だ。
This is such a good song.
こうやってダンジョンのボスを倒すためによく話し合ったなって思って。
It's kind of like a RPG. It's a video game or an MMO.
攻略できないダンジョンなんか存在しない。私は歴史上で最も多くのダンジョンを攻略したパーティーの魔法使いだよ。
Ooh, that's a nice piece of information.
それよりも最深部に集まってくる複製体の足止めの方が重要というわけか。
So everybody has a clone. So is it just them two going in there? It is. Okay, so it's like the intro.
このメンバーの中で苦手な相手を言い合おうか。
Right, they got their own homework. Here we go. Let's get flashy.
ジュドラジル
Whoa.
フリーレン様の予想した行動パターン通りだ
Oh my god. This is like god level stuff.
ボルザン
Oh my god. We haven't seen any
その
spells look
スキル
like
に伏した
this.
フェルンを探す余裕なんてあるはずがないだって私の怖さは私が一番よくわかっている
And the visuals on this fight are
大丈夫
amazing.
だよでも本当に攻撃に使う魔法はゾルトラークでいいのですかフェルンにとってゾルトラークは生まれた時からあって当たり前のもので
That's true. She almost primarily just
フェ
uses
ルンは
that.
ゾル
Oh, of course you're gonna cut away.
皇帝が国を挙げた魔法の研究に認可を下ろしたそうだ。私にそれを引き継いでほしいという内容だ。
Oh, wow, okay.
魔法の研究の認可が下りただけでも快挙だというのに、それ以上を望むとは。
それってすごいことなの
So that's why Sadie's running this whole thing.
だが、それは私の望むところではない。こんな遺言は到底聞き入れられん。
Maybe Sadie just wants a few chosen people to have magic.
あの子もきっと、初めは人類のためとか、魔王軍に抗う力とか、そんなものはどうでもよかったんだ。
I mean, ultimately, it would be better if everyone can use magic.
花畑を出す魔法。何の役にも立たない。くだらない魔法だ。あの子は本当に魔法が好きだったんだ。
A useless spell that I'm sure Sadie knows.
私よりもずっと背の小さな小娘だった頃に語った夢物語だ。あの子は私にとっては無にも等しいような短い人生で。
I wonder if this is Sadie's way of feeling something like empathy towards someone else.
人生に重大な決断をしなければならない時がいくつもあるが、あの子たちはそれを先送りにはできないんだ。私たちは人間に追い抜かれる。
This is a really interesting perspective.
お前を殺す者がいるとすれば、それは魔王か人間の魔法使いだ。
楽しみだねゼリエ
There we go. We now have the relevance of this
た
flashback.
くさん
Wow, they really ended that really quick, didn't they? Yeah, before I forget my thought, it's a really complex perspective in that Sadie, I think, thinks that they are superior to humans, but at the same time, I don't know if Sadie's a girl. I think she's a girl, right? We'll just call her a girl for now until I get corrected. But she's also aware that humans will outnumber elves and they will essentially be overpowered just by sheer numbers, which could also be the other reason why she doesn't want humans to have magic and all this stuff. A shift in power, I guess. But I was also thinking, wouldn't it be neat if we were given any details as to how long Sadie and Frieden's conversation lasted? They essentially don't give a shit about how long anything takes. In fact, I think they hope things take a long time to have two beings that have that sort of mindset walk around and having a conversation. It would be interesting, you know, in my headcanon, what if that conversation took like a month or something, you know, like something crazy. I feel like the fight didn't disappoint. You get told information when we need to know it. In that moment, the information was relevant. But at the same time, it would have been nice to just have the whole fight progress and conclude right in one section instead of cutting that up and then just giving us 2 seconds at the end, you know, to finish it off. The spells, though, I thought were really cool looking, very imaginative. None of the spells we've seen so far look like any of those. It really portrayed Frieren as this sort of god, because we've only seen them use really basic spells, right? The basic ones will defeat anybody, which technically is still true here. That's what Frieren got defeated with. I'm hoping the next fight here with all the other mages fighting their clones and kind of switching partners up and stuff like that, I hope that becomes a pretty interesting fight, because honestly, I feel like I saw the fight that I'm more invested in already. I don't really feel like we're gonna be losing anybody, but overall, I really did like that episode. We got a lot of interesting information and a few things panned out the way I thought they would in terms of just the complexity of the situation itself. But yeah, we've only got 3 episodes left, so it seems like really all that's really left to do is just this next fight with the mages, and I keep thinking there's at least one other part of the test. So looking forward to see what happens after this test. I wonder if we're going to resolve this whole situation by the end of it, which would kind of end us on an interesting note for the season. It'd be fun to speculate how the next season can progress or where we would start off on the next season. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction, but that's it for me, and I'll see you next time.